I was skeptical about this one. I mean, I've seen a lot of PTZ camera bundles over the years, and most of them either feel like they are built for hobbyists, or they are so complicated that only a broadcast engineer could set one up. But then I got my hands on the Tenveo 4K PTZ Camera Bundle, and honestly, it changed how I think about mid-tier live production gear. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. What really surprised me was how straightforward it all felt once I started using it. I set this up for a small live event last weekend, just a local conference with a few presenters, and I didn't need a tech crew to make it work. The two 4K cameras delivered crisp, smooth footage at 60 frames per second, which is a big deal when you're projecting on a large screen. The AI auto-tracking feature actually followed the speakers as they moved around the stage, which saved me from having to constantly adjust the cameras manually. That alone made the whole setup feel professional without the usual headache. Another thing that stood out was the NDI support. I've used other PTZ cameras that require HDMI or SDI connections, which means you're tied to a specific switcher or capture card. But with NDI over LAN, I could stream both cameras directly to my computer, switch between them using the included 4K video mixer, and even send the feed to OBS without any extra hardware. The joystick controller made it easy to fine-tune the framing, and the 7-inch LCD screen gave me a clear quad view of all the sources. That's not something you see in most bundles at this price point. I also appreciated the built-in tally light and freed support. The tally light is a small detail, but it makes a huge difference when you're live. Presenters know exactly when they are on camera. And freed support meant I could integrate the cameras with my existing tracking system, which was a nice bonus for someone like me who does more than just basic live streams. The build quality felt solid too. The cameras are metal, not plastic, and the joystick controller has a weight to it that makes it feel like it'll last. I've used cheaper PTZ cameras that wobble or drift after a few months, but these stayed locked in place even when I bumped the table. The 30x optical zoom is also impressive. You can get tight shots from across a room without losing clarity, which is perfect for events where you can't always position the cameras close to the stage. Now, it's not perfect. The learning curve for NDI and the video mixer isn't zero, so if you're completely new to live production, you might need to spend a little time figuring it out. Also, while the AI tracking works well in most situations, it can get confused if there's a lot of movement in the background, like a crowd or flashing lights. But honestly, those are minor issues compared to what this bundle delivers for the price. Overall, I was really impressed with how much functionality Tenveo packed into this kit. It's not just a couple of cameras and a controller, it's a complete live production solution that's easy to set up and reliable once you get the hang of it. Whether you're streaming a conference, recording a panel, or even doing a small broadcast, this bundle gives you the tools to do it without breaking the bank. If you're looking for a PTZ camera setup that balances quality, features, and ease of use, this is one to consider. The link is below if you want to check it out. For most buyers, the real question is not whether Tenveo PTZ Camera Bundles kits, 4K 60 fps 30x, AI tracking NDI SDI, HDMI, a USB 3.0 LAN, PTZ camera, *2, NDI joystick controller, and 4K HDMI plus SDI video switcher for live events. Large broadcasts sounds impressive on paper, but whether strengths like Tenveo 4K PTZ Camera Bundle includes and Tenveo powered by an 8.42 MP 1.8-inch CMOS sensor, the 4K 60 frames per second actually make daily use feel easier, more dependable, and more worthwhile after the first few days of excitement wear off. It is also smart to think about long-term satisfaction. A product like Tenveo PTZ Camera Bundles kits, 4K 60 fps 30x, AI tracking NDI SDI, HDMI, USB 3.0 LAN, PTZ camera, *2, NDI joystick controller, and 4K HDMI plus SDI video switcher for live events. Large broadcasts usually feels like the better buy when it stays convenient, comfortable, and reliable in normal everyday use instead of only looking good in the listing.